Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Logan County High School Students for the Arts production of Into the Woods Junior. We appreciate your patronage. Please make sure to silence all cellular devices at this time. There will be a 10-minute intermission in the middle of the performance. Thank you and enjoy the show.
A woman with 2 daughters of her own. All 3 were very beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart. Why, come in, little girl.
I wish it's not for me, it's for my daddy in the woods. A loaf of bread, please, to bring my poor hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please. Thank you. Into the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to go. Into the woods, it's time, and so I must begin my journey. Into the woods and through the trees to where I am expected, ma'am. Into the woods to grandmother's house.
You're certain of your way.
The light is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. I sorta hate to ask it, but do you have a basket?
Stray and be late.
Into the woods to bring some bread to Granny who is sick in bed. Never can tell what lies ahead, for all I know she's already dead. But into the woods, into the woods, into the woods to Granny's house, and home before dark.
We'll save some of those sweets for Granny. Jack, on the other hand, had no grandmother and no father. And his mother, I wish, well, she was at her wit's end.
I wish my son were not a fool. I wish my house was not a mess. I wish the cow was full of milk. I wish the walls were full of gold. I wish a lot of things. Listen well, son. Milky White must be taken to market.
But Mother, no! He's the best cow!
She's been dry for weeks with no food or money and no choice but to sell her.
Milky White is my best friend in the entire world!
Look at her! There are spots on her ducks. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump big enough to be a hump. And no one keeps a cow for a friend. Fetch the best cart you can. Take no less than 5 pounds.
Yes, ma'am. No more than 5 pounds.
Less than 5. Now go.
Because the baker lost his mother and father in a baking accident. Well, at least that's what he believed. He was eager to start a family of his own, and was concerned that all of it, until now, had failed.
Who might that be?
It's the witch from next door! The old enchantress told a couple of a spell she had placed on their house.
What spell?
In the past, when your mother was with child, she developed an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told your father what she wanted more than anything in the world. Greens, and nothing but greens. Parsley, peppers, cabbages, and celery, asparagus, and watercress, and then opens and lettuce. He said, all right. lots to spare. In return, however, I said fair is fair. You can let me have the baby that your wife will bear. And we'll call it square.
I had a brother?
No, but you had a sister.
But the witch refused to tell him any more of his sister, not even that her name was Rapunzel.
I thought I had been more than reasonable, but what was I to know what your father had also hidden in his pocket?
What?
Beans!
Beans?
The special beans! I let him go, I didn't know he'd stolen my beans! I was watching him crawl back over the wall with bang, crash, a lightning flash. But that's another story, never mind. Anyway, time the big day came. And made my claim. Oh, don't take away the baby, they shrieked and screeched. I did, and I hit her, but she'll never be reached. And your father cried, and your mother died with her excrement. I admit it was a pleasure, I said sorry. I'm still not mollified. So I made a little spill. You too, son. That your family tree would always be a barren one. Ooh. So there's no more fuss, and there's no more seeds. And my garden thrives, you see my nectarines. I'm telling you the same I tell kings and queens. Don't never, ever, ever mess around with my greens. Especially beans.
Then the witch, for purposes of her own, explained how the couple could lift the spell.
You wish to have the curse reversed? I'll need a certain potion first. Go to the wood and bring me back 1. The cow as white as milk. 2. The cape as red as blood. 3. The hair as yellow as corn. 4. The slipper as pure as gold. Bring me these before the chime of midnight in 3 days' time, and you shall have, I guarantee, a child as perfect as child can be. Go to the wood.
Please, may I go to the festival?
The festival? You make us the bulls of the festival, the mortify the sins.
The carriage is waiting.
We must be gone.
Good night, Father. I wish.
Correthana Paul's hunting jacket.
6 beans?
I wonder if they are the...
The witch's beans. We'll take them with us.
No, we're not to come. Let us find them. Now, will you mind to return with me?
You don't remember? The cow was white as milk, the cape was red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure as gold.
Cow is white as milk.
So, the baker would luckily set off to meet the enchantress's demands. As for Cinderella, I still wish to go to the festival. But how am I ever to get to the festival? I know I'll visit Mother's grave, the grave with the hazel tree, and tell her I just want to go to the King's festival. Into the woods without regret, the choice is made, the task is set. Into the woods but not forgetting why I'm on the journey. Into the woods to get my wish, I don't care how the time is now.
Into the woods to sell the cow. Into the woods to lift the spell.
Make the potion.
To go to the festival.
Woods to grandmother's house.
Into the woods to grandmother's house. The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. No need to be afraid, there's something in the glade there. Into the woods to get the thing that makes it worth the journey.
Into the woods to see the king. To sell the cow.
To make the potion.
To see, to sell, to get, to free, to make, to live, to go to the festival. Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods, and out of the woods. And home before dark. Cinderella had planted a branch at the grave of her mother, and she visited there so often and wept so much that her tears had watered it until it became a handsome tree. I wish
What child? Specify. Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor. I wish. You know what you wish, uncertain what you wish, what you want, as the tree. Shivering with a little tree, silver and gold roll down on me. I'm off to get my wish.
Silence everywhere, Milky White. Not to my liking.
Hello, Jack.
How do you know my name?
How much are you asking for the animal?
No less than 5 pounds.
Ha! Well, you'd be lucky to sell her for a sack of beans.
Come along, Milky White. There are spirits here.
Good day, young lady.
Good day, Mr. Wolf.
Whither away so hurriedly?
To my grandmother's.
And what might be in your basket?
Bread and wine, so that grandmother has something good to make her strong.
And where might your grandmother live?
Further along in the woods, her house stands under 3 large oak trees.
Hello, little girl. What's your rush? You're missing all the flowers. The sunset flowers. Take your time.
Straight ahead, not too late, I'll be misled.
Hello, little girl. Get hush. The birds are singing sweetly. You miss the birds completely. You're traveling so fleetly.
Mother said not to stray, still I suppose a small delay. Granny might like a fresh bouquet. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, young lady. And hello. The red cape?
Get the little girl and get the cape! That's the cape! Get it!
How am I supposed to get it?
You go up to the little thing and you take it. Seriously, you got one shot. Just a little thing. My Rapunzel, listen to her beautiful music. Get me what I need.
I'll never get that red cape, the golden cow, or the yellow slipper. What's the yellow cow and the golden slipper? Oh, no. What are you doing here?
You forgot your scarf.
No business being alone in the wood. Go home, immediately.
I wanted to help you.
The spell is on my side.
The cat as white as milk.
Hello there, young lad.
Hello there.
What might you be doing with a cow in the middle of the forest?
Well, I was headed towards market, but I seem to have lost my way.
What were you planning on doing there?
And what were you planning on doing there?
Sell my cow, sir. No less than 5 pounds.
5 pounds?
Well, but if you can't fetch the sum, what will you do then?
Well, I guess me and my mother would have no food to eat.
Oh, the beans! No, we mustn't give up our beans.
Huh?
Well, if you feel we must. Beans will bring you food, son.
Beans? In exchange for my cow? see? They are magic. What? Magic? What kind of magic? Tell him.
Magic that defies description.
Why, you'd be lucky to sell her for a sack of beans.
How many beans?
6.
5. We can't part with all of them. I bet they're worth £1 each at least.
5.
Will I ever be able to buy my cow back someday?
Well, possibly.
I guess this is goodbye, oh love, you've been a perfect friend. I hate to see us part, oh no, someday I'll buy you back. I'll see you soon again, and one day when I do, it won't be on the plate.
Take the cow and go home.
I was trying to be helpful.
Magic beans are going to dispel this curse of deceit.
I don't know. If you know what you want, then you go and you find it and you get it.
Home!
Do you want a child or not? And you give and you take and you bid and you bargain or you live to regret it.
Will you please go home?
There are rights and wrongs and in-betweens. No one waits when fortune intervenes. And maybe they're really magic. Who knows?
Take the cow and go home. I'll carry this out in my own fashion.
And so, the baker continued on a search for the cape as red as blood. As for Rapunzel, the witch was careful not to lose this beauty to the outside world, and so shut her in a doorless tower deep within the forest. And when she paid a visit, she called forth, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your head to me.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, what a strange but beautiful name, and fit for a prince. Tomorrow, before that horrible witch arrives, I'll stand beneath her tower and ask her to let down her hair to me.
Beautiful darling.
Excuse me, did you get that red cape? I so admire it.
My granny made it for me.
Is that so? I would love a red cloak like that.
You look pretty foolish.
May I take a look at it?
No, please give back my cape. I don't like to be without it.
Look at the little girl and get the cape!
I just wanted to make sure that you really love that cape. When you go on to your granny's house, make sure no wolf can enjoy it.
I'd rather wolf than you any day.
If you know what you need, then you go and you find it and you take it. Do I want a child or not? Things are only what you need them for. What's important is who needs them more. I need that cape!
And so, the baker set out the cape with a newfound determination. As for the little girl, she was surprised to find her grandmother's cottage doors wide open.
Good day, Grandmother. My grandmother, you're looking very strange today. What big ears you have.
The better to hear you with, my dear.
Oh, but Grandmother, what big eyes you have.
The better to see you with.
Oh, but Grandmother, what a big, terrible, wet mouth you have.
The better
nice long nap.
Grandmother has a mighty snore. Odd, where's the little? Grandmother. Ha! Odd, what's that in the corner of your mouth? Looks to be a piece of... Aha! I'll get the red cook from within your stomach!
Ma, how dark did you think it was inside that room? Granny! What? Stop! Evil mosquitoes, die!
Well then, I'll leave you to your task.
Don't you want the skins?
No, thank you. You keep...
What are you?
A bacon.
Mother said straight ahead, not to play or be misled. I should have heeded her advice, but he seemed so nice. And he showed me things, many beautiful things that I hadn't thought to explore. They were off my path, so I never had dared. I have been so careful, I never had cared. And he made me feel excited, well, excited and scared. When he said, come in, with that sickening grin, how was I to know what was in store? Once his teeth were bare, though I really got scared, well, excited and scared. But he drew me close and he swallowed me down a dark, slimy path, full of secrets that I never want to know. And I know things now, many valuable things that I hadn't known before. Do not put your faith in a cape and a hood. They will not protect you the way that they should. And take extra care of strangers. Even flowers have their dangers. And though scary is exciting, nice is different than good. Now I know, don't be scared. Granny is right, just be prepared. Isn't it nice to know a lot? And a little bit not. Mr. Baker, here, you saved our lives.
Are you certain?
Yes, maybe Granny will make me a new one from the skins of that wolf.
Thank you. Thank you.
With the second article in hand, feeling braver and more satisfied than he had ever felt, he ran back into the woods. As for the lad Jack,
How could you do this? How could you sell a cow for beans?
The man said that they were magic.
Magic? Magic beans? Really?
Mother, no!
Off to bed without supper for you. Go.
little did they know, those beans would stretch into a big beanstalk that would stretch into the heavens.
Have you seen a beautiful young maiden with a ball gown past the room?
I don't think so, sir.
I think I see her over there.
I've never lied to royalty before. I've never really anything to royalty before.
Thank you.
That's a beautiful gown you're wearing. Were you at the King's Festival?
Yes.
Well, if a prince were pursuing me, I certainly wouldn't hide. Why don't you tell me about the ball?
Well, it's a very nice ball.
Yes, and
They have far too much food.
no, the prince.
Oh, the prince?
Yes, the prince.
If he knew who I really was.
Oh? Who?
I'm afraid I was rude.
Oh, how?
Now I'm being pursued.
Yes,
And I'm not in the mood.
Will you to return to the King's Festival tomorrow, Eve?
now be taking a 10-minute intermission.